I get this from a lot of people that I have on my podcast, Publishing for Professionals. And I get this from just people I talk to who ask me, what do you do? And I say, I'm a ghostwriter. And typically the next thing they always say is, I got this idea for a book. So how do you take an idea and turn it into a book? So that is the question. So before we go on, make sure you subscribe to my Substack channel so you can get all the information drop right to your inbox. Okay, so how do you do that? So how do I take an idea and make it into a book? So I'll give you some examples of how I've taken my own ideas and have created books with them. The first book that I wrote is called The Guide to Traveling Gluten-Free. Now, you will not find these books on Amazon right now because I am transitioning over. I'm actually going to republishing them soon. So you will be able to find these on Amazon. Anyway, The Guide to Traveling Gluten-Free, I started out as a podcast, and that podcast started out as an idea. So I was traveling and doing a road trip right after I found out I had celiac disease, which means I can't eat gluten. So that means I can't eat anything with like gluten is a protein that's found in like wheat and barley and some other grains and some other things. So it can be really hard to manage, especially if you are traveling. And so I was doing this road trip on my own, and I thought, geez, how in the world, like, what do I do if I get sick? Because I'm all by myself. And when you get sick with celiac disease, it can range from anything from no symptoms to like what I get, which is basically a cross between the food poisoning and the flu. And I get it within 15 minutes of eating something that has gluten in it. So it's pretty serious and severe. I've never had to go to the hospital for it, but there are people with celiac disease who have had gone to the hospital. So it's not something to be taken lightly. And obviously, if I'm traveling on my own, right, that puts me at a higher risk because I don't have anybody there to help me.